The last entry in the logbook wasn't supposed to exist. It was written 4 years before the road was built, and it only contains 3 words: don't use it. The timestamp says 11:47 p.m., Tuesday night. No one knows who wrote it, because the handwriting doesn't belong to anyone who worked there. This is a story about a road, Route 9, Hollow. 12 miles of 2-lane asphalt running through the eastern part of a county most people have never had reason to visit. If you search for it now, you won't find it. Not on Google Maps, not on any state transportation registry, not in any current county record. The road, it's still there, physically. I've seen photographs taken as recently as 2021. The asphalt, the tree line, the concrete barriers at both ends installed to stop people from using it. What isn't there anymore is any official acknowledgement that it ever existed. 3 people drove Route 9 Hollow in the summer and fall of 1986. By the end of this, you'll know what happened to 2 of them. The third, the one who came back, never spoke about it. Not once. Not in 33 years. Carl Messon was 34 years old. Delivery driver. Worked the same regional route for 6 years. Knew the roads well enough. On the evening of July 8, 1986, he stopped for fuel at a gas station 4 miles from the Route 9 Hollow Junction. The attendant remembered him, said he seemed fine, paid cash, asked if the road through the hollow was quicker than the main route. The attendant said he didn't know. He'd never driven it. Carl's truck was found 11 days later. It was parked cleanly, properly parked, on the shoulder of a state highway 62 miles away, engine off, doors locked from the inside. His wallet was on the seat, his jacket. A half-eaten sandwich in a paper bag from a diner 3 counties over, dated the same night he disappeared. That diner had no record of his visit. Carl was not in the truck. He has never been found. The second person was Diane Marsh. She was 19, a sophomore at the state college. She'd just called her mother to say she was driving home for the weekend because she'd found a used copy of her mother's favorite book at a campus sale, and she wanted to give it to her in person. Her car was found on Route 9 Hollow itself. Engine still running, headlights on, driver's door standing open. Her phone showed she had made 1 call after she turned onto the road. The call lasted 41 seconds. Phone records from 1986 weren't what they are now. Numbers could go unregistered. Systems had gaps, but investigators cross-referenced that number with every database they had access to. State directories, federal exchange records, international routing tables. The number Diane called that night, the last call she ever made, does not exist in any of them. It never has. Diane was never found either. Her mother still has the book. The third person to drive Route 9 Hollow that year was different from Carl and Diane. He wasn't a civilian. He was law enforcement. He was dispatched, officially dispatched, logged and recorded to Route 9 Hollow on the night of October 3rd to investigate reports of a vehicle with its lights on, stopped in the road. His last radio transmission was logged at 11:31 p.m. 4 words: "The road doesn't look right." That was it. He was found 72 hours later in a neighboring state, sitting in his patrol car in a diner parking lot. He was alive. He had no memory of the previous 3 days. Not gaps, not fragments, nothing. He was removed from duty within the week. He never gave a public statement. His name is redacted in every single document released under the county's Freedom of Information disclosure. Every one. He died in 2019. His family told a local journalist that he refused to discuss that night for the rest of his life. That if anyone brought it up, family, friends, anyone, he would simply leave the room. That's the behavior of a man who saw something he could not explain, or something he could explain, and wished he couldn't. In the months following the third incident, the county quietly commissioned a road survey. Standard procedure, they said. Condition assessment. The surveyors filed their report in February of 1987. I want to read you one line from it directly because I'm not sure paraphrasing does it justice. Quote, "The physical road length, as measured by odometric survey, is inconsistent with mapped coordinates. Recorded map length, 6.2 miles. Physical measurement, 11.4 miles. Discrepancy cannot be attributed to measurement error. No explanation is offered at this time. The road, physically, was nearly twice as long as it appeared on any map. No explanation is offered at this time. In all the documents I've gone through, that's the last thing the survey team officially said about Route 9 Hollow. No follow-up report was ever filed." In 1993, the county filed a motion to formally decommission Route 9 Hollow and remove it from the state road registry. It was approved in 6 days. 6 days. I checked. The average processing time for road decommissioning in that state is 14 months. Both entry points were sealed with concrete barriers. The road was removed from every map, every registry, every public document. Officially, it ceased to exist. Local residents reported that the barriers were checked and replaced 3 separate times over the following 2 years. Not because they were vandalized, not because they were damaged, because they had been moved, carefully, deliberately, set to the side of the road to clear the entrance. No one was ever seen moving them. The logbook, the one with the entry at 11:47 p.m. Don't use it. It was discovered during an archive review in 2004, inside a box in the county transportation office that nobody could account for. Nobody recognized it. Nobody knew how it got there. The handwriting in the final entry didn't match any current or former employee. The paper stock and binding were assessed by a records archivist. The logbook was manufactured in 1959. Route 9 Hollow was not constructed until 1963. Carl Messon has never been found. Diane Marsh has never been found. The deputy's full name remains redacted in every public document. Route 9. Hollow no longer officially exists. The barriers are still there. The most recent county maintenance log I could obtain is from March 2021. In the remarks column, the inspector wrote 4 words: barriers intact, tire tracks, fresh. I don't know what's at the other end of Route 9 Hollow. I've been looking into other roads like this one. There are more. The next one is worse.